Hello and welcome back to another Dominion League match. This is my fourth match of the season, although I do have one game left to play against Scobud. So I have one match and then another game after this match. But basically this is my fourth match of the season, season 49, playing against GrassWonder. I don't think I've played them before. And my match against Scobud went pretty well, so I'm doing pretty well in the standings. I can continue that out and promote back to C. So this board we've got, let's see, Amulet, Trashing, Academy. Is Academy worth picking up? We don't have plus buy. We've got Mastermind and Blessed Village, so we can get some deck control, but we can't do much more than Province. There is Develop, so you can potentially develop, like, gain estates off of Amulet and then develop them into, like, Island Estate or Island... I think I said gain estates. Gain silvers off of Amulet and then develop them into islands and courtyards, or potentially estates, I guess, if you... So there is like a little bit of gain potential there, but it's going to be pretty difficult. So I think the question is, do I want to start with double Amulet or not? Essentially, I think we could take Amulet Silver. We could take, I'm going to be really greedy, we could take like Cut Purse Amulet. We could also just take a Blessed Village. I mean, we're not trying too hard to hit 5 in the first shuffle, at least, I think. If we get Wind's Gift, I would be pretty unhappy, but other than that, be fine. Let's just go with double Amulet, I think. I guess Amulet Courtyard could also be the way to go. I mean, you don't really want the Amulet to miss the shuffle, but it's not like the end of the world. I think I'm going to go double Amulet. Figures. Go ahead and take a Courtyard. And here, I could really use a Blessed Village. Could also really go for Trashing an Estate. Both the Amulets are going to be in the shuffle. Yeah, that was about the worst draw I could have seen, probably. I wonder if I am actually meant to take Blessed Village here, just because I have 3 terminals. I mean, I can top deck one of them with Courtyard, but if I see both of my Amulets... Not that I'm that likely to find the Blessed Village in time anyway. Ugh. If we don't do that, I guess we take Scheme. I think I gotta take the Blessed Village. As annoying as that is. Okay, so here, can't really do a whole lot with that plus coin, but I guess we can take Scheme. I prefer that to it taking another Courtyard or a Develop, or a Silver at least. Okay, well, we're looking reasonable here. We might... Oh no, we're going to have to trigger the shuffle to be able to play Both the amulet and the courtyard. Okay. Kind of annoying. Both of the amulets miss the shuffle. We do have another estate down there. That'll be what we trash with this amulet. And then other than that, so it should be estate and 2 coppers. So if we want to hit 4, we actually need to take coin. In which case we would actually hit... Well, no, because we have to top deck something with the courtyard. Oh, but that could be the card that we draw off the top of the shuffle. Awkward. Awkward. If we trash... we could still end up seeing 4 coins if we draw a copper off the top of our deck and then we top deck an estate. But it would mean that we're not trashing with the amulet in hand. I think I'm actually going to take coin here, as bad as that feels. Skip another trash. Do I want to go ahead and take Academy? I think I do. Now it might actually be time for develop already. I mean, I guess if I hit 4, I probably would prefer to take another Blessed Village and just make sure that I'm good for set for actions. But then I think doing develop stuff will be good. Let's take one more Blessed Village. Now, do we scheme the scheme or scheme the amulet? I guess we scheme the scheme. We should try to get a mastermind too, but the fastest way to do that might actually be to take develop and then develop into it. Develop Blessed Village. Yeah, I think I do want the development for the mastermind. Unless I'm wrong about how much deck control I have, but yeah, so we can top deck the Blessed Village. Go trash. Trash. I develop. Scheme the courtyard. We're going to want to gain a silver this turn. Trash and gain a silver. Or maybe we should double trash. I mean, I don't know. This is all of our copper, right? No, we should take the silver. So ideally, this turn we would develop silver into Blessed Village Courtyard. I don't know that we're actually going to have the capability to do that, though. If we can draw enough. Or maybe it would be better to try to take the Mastermind. In which case, I should just double trash. Because I can definitely... If I go Mastermind, like say Mastermind Scheme, I don't really need to buy anything. But if we play... We find our scheme. Yeah, no, I think we can still gain the silver. Right, so we top deck copper. We develop... Do we develop West Village into another scheme? No, wait, we do the Mastermind first so we can play both schemes. Mastermind, scheme, scheme, Mastermind by a courtyard. And I think, do we want to top deck? I guess we just top deck a courtyard because like, either way we want to have the draw. Do and develop stuff. This is unfamiliar territory for me. We might even want to get a second develop soon, but right now probably need to just take, well, we could take develop Mastermind, I guess, if we have enough draw for it. Obviously, we're going to trash a copper. Oh, no, wait, we don't have any amulets in play. I mean, we will try to trash a copper, but like, not going to be doing it on duration. Yeah, I figured they were going to probably follow me now. They don't have the academy, though. Just going to... All right, should we mastermind the courtyard? If we do, we draw basically all of our cards. We don't really need the actions, so I think we mastermind the courtyard. Like that. Like that. Top deck. That. Now we want to develop our Blessed Village. And the question is, do we want to gain another develop? I think the answer is yes. So we're going to go mastermind develop. And then we're going to go... We could just play the courtyard first. We're going to want to develop a silver into Blessed Village Courtyard. I guess if we want to gain a silver again, we're going to want to draw with the courtyard afterwards. So let's do that. So we're going to develop silver into courtyard, Blessed Village. Sure, I'll take that now. Courtyard. deck. Village. Or would you... We're gonna trash... Or we talked to Courtyard. Are we gonna draw here, I guess is the question. Do we want to buy anything? We could trash, take silver, and buy a Courtyard. I guess that's fine. So yeah, let's do that. Play you. Trash copper. Play you, gain silver. The Courtyard. And we're gonna mastermind that. So we're gonna, I guess we want to make sure we have at least one develop around. So let's scheme and develop, I guess. All right, pretty soon we need to start doing stuff other than just gaining action cards. Develop as a village with Academy. Amazing. Amazing. But yeah, I think we want to not necessarily develop a silver this turn. Like, we want to build up some silver so we can buy province and then start developing into islands. I don't know if we can do it this turn, but maybe. There's also the question of whether I should take more masterminds. Like, I could turn Blessed Village into another mastermind. I could also grab a silver off of it. If I... Like, having 2 masterminds in play seems like a good idea. Yeah, I probably want to do that. So we'll develop the Blessed Village. Got the 2 amulets in play, so we trash, we gain a silver. That all works out pretty well. Can you afford to do that? You don't have the Academy. We could also consider gaining an envoy, I suppose. To increase our draw further. It's just hard to do. I mean, we could have taken it instead of Blessed Village, but we still, the 4s are what's, well, I guess in the longer term, we're not going to continue to just spam masterminds. Like 2 masterminds is probably going to be sufficient, so. Buy anything? No, you can't afford, maybe you can afford Academy. How many silvers do you have? No more than 2. Maybe you can afford Academy. Silver, silver, copper. You really need it. I mean, mastermind helps, but if you have to mastermind for actions, you don't get as much draw, so I think the Academy is well worth. Oh, you just want another mastermind. Okay, you did. You could have afforded it. Well, I don't agree with that decision, but not mine to make. Clearly there's nothing else left to do on your turn. Oh, scheme. Well, probably scheme courtyard or scheme. Oh, 3 schemes. Okay, whatever. Okay, amulet number 1, going to trash. Amulet number 2 is going to gain silver. Okay, so as I said, we want to develop Blessed Village. We might as well play a couple of schemes though, because I want to see my other develop for one thing. Well, top deck is silver, so that's fine. Okay, so we develop Blessed Village into Mastermind and another silver. We have 7 coins. Maybe I shouldn't have trashed that copper. We develop... We could develop a courtyard, I guess, but I'm not really keen on that. We just don't take province this turn. I guess we could take, like, cut purse off of developing a 3 cost. But well, at the very least, I'm gonna do this. Again, Mastermind. Silver. And then, I mean, if we do develop courtyard, what are we going to top deck? I guess we could top deck the copper. This got real awkward. Oh no, we top deck another courtyard. Right. Just play the courtyard now. Top deck it. Oh no, wait, I see the problem. Yeah, screw it. Let's not try to buy province. Let's just... We develop another silver. Develop silver. Develop silver into cut purse courtyard. Play courtyard, we top deck courtyard, we play cut purse. We maybe hand size attack our opponent. Coppers are in the trash. I mean, there's a decent chance. Or we take Blessed Village. Or we just trash the copper, get it out of the way, and buy. I mean, we could buy Duchy. We could buy Envoy, I guess. Oh, okay. We're almost out of villagers. Yeah, you know what? Let's... So we got 5 coins. We go down to 4. Then we can... Ugh, it's complicated. I just wish I hadn't trashed that copper. Should have just gained a silver. I would have been able to trash it later. Do we do anything with this develop? That is the question. Developing the copper does make it mean we don't have to spend the amulet doing that. I guess I'll develop the copper. Okay, now we definitely want to buy an action. We could just take a Blessed Village. And then it gives us extra actions going forward too. Scheme. We have a courtyard on top. Scheme a scheme. And a wisp. Try to find more courtyards. Maybe I should take the actions this time. My actions are like, I mean, develop is a village, but courtyard is not. We can mastermind wisp and then mastermind courtyard and get pretty far. Definitely a thinky board. You might want to develop one of the amulets at this point. Like gaining 1 silver per turn off of 1 amulet, either plate or duration, might make more sense than trying to gain 2 per turn. Although, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we will even take another mastermind or 2, depending on what our opponent does. Well, they have no way to gain 2 masterminds. But yeah, we could take... We spend both of our develops taking masterminds, play them by province, and then get the island next turn. We're not going to be able to island province this turn anyway, so there's no reason to take an island this turn. So it could well make sense. Take the masterminds. Well, I guess there's not too much reason to take 2 masterminds. Think about it. Or Blessed Village. They didn't take another mastermind, so they're only going to have 1 mastermind to play this turn. Let's say. There's something. No. I did have 3 masterminds in play. I could actually consider masterminding and develop. You draw, you develop, and then you draw again, sort of thing. Functioning without academy. We do have another. Wait, do I only have? Oh, I must only have one mastermind coming in this turn. That's what happened. Okay, well, fine. Piles are very low. I don't think we can empty. If we develop 4 costs into mastermind develop, and then develop 3 costs into... Maybe we can. We can play more develops. Then all we have to do is like buy an estate. Maybe we can pile here. We need to have 3 4 costs to develop into masterminds. Which we don't currently. We just have 1. Didn't draw any extra cards. Boo! Okay. The courtyard and find our blessed village. Just kidding. Well, if we are going to buy a province, like, and I don't see how we avoid, or like how we pile out. Like we'd have to, so we develop into a mastermind and a develop. And then we develop a 3 into Blessed Village Courtyard. I mean, we might as well take the silver, because we're not gonna, we've got to draw the cards anyway. So develop Blessed Village into mastermind develop. And we draw a card with scheme. And we develop silver into Blessed Village Courtyard. I mean, okay, we're going to do this regardless, so let's just do it. Courtyard, top deck of silver. Develop. We can develop the masterminds. That gets us a gold, though. I don't want a gold. No, that doesn't make sense. We want to develop probably silver, but it could be amulet. Just, I can't tell if this is too complicated for my poor brain. Develop. Play develop. We gain Courtyard, Blessed Village. We play Courtyard, we play develop, we gain mastermind, develop. Is this a loop? That's what's not clear to me. We're gaining draw cards. I mean, it might be. I guess I want to try it. Okay. The Courtyard. Deck silver. Develop. West Village. To mastermind develop. Play Courtyard. Oh, we're out of draw. That's the problem. I mean, not totally out of draw, but basically out of draw. Crap. We can't buy province. Can we still do it with one develop? Develop amulet into courtyard blessed village. We draw with scheme. We have no more develops. No, we can't do it. Frig. And I shouldn't have gotten this close. Because now I have no way to gain... I have no way to take a province now. Frick, I should have developed the frickin' amulet. The freaking amulet. I could develop a mastermind, I guess. To Blessed Village cut purse. No, Blessed Village gold. Or develop the if I top deck silver, develop the amulet into Blessed Village courtyard. I can draw that up. I just don't have another develop. I needed to... Ah! It's too high of a risk that my opponent can empty these and buy a province. I have to buy a province. I have to. I want to play all three masterminds. Top deck the scheme. No, that doesn't work. Oh, frig. If I lower piles any... Damn it, I thought I had this. Develop amulet into... If I develop amulet into cut purse courtyard. Optic silver. Draw the courtyard with the scheme. Or should I develop the mastermind? Should probably develop the mastermind. And take an island. Oh, Jesus. Then I should have... Then I should have top decked the amulet. Oh my god, this is so freaking hard. Oh, island, right. Island gold. Okay. Wisp, scheme. Scheme. Courtyard. Oh. Wisp. Scheme. Yeah, scheme. Ugh. Thought I had the develop loop. I was wrong. My opponent has one of their own, then they might be able to find a way to like empty those 3 piles, take in 2 islands, a province, and win, but I don't know. They're going to have a tough time getting to province, though, because they don't have much money. Man. I guess I shouldn't have gone for it. Wait, why do I have an amulet in play? Oh, I did play one to gain a silver. That's right. Yeah, I should have... I could have taken that 3rd mastermind and not otherwise lowered piles much and taken province, island, and been completely safe. And maybe this turn I would have had the loop. Like, I guess I was losing draw because I had to top deck too many cards with develop, so like by the time like the courtyard played through all of them, like the last time I didn't have one left to draw like the next batch or something. Honestly, I don't understand it. Like, it's entirely, but it definitely breaking my brain. I wouldn't be surprised if my opponent has a win. I mean, I'd be a little surprised. Maybe, I don't know. I wonder if I was meant... No, because then I couldn't have... Well, no, I could have taken... I guess I could have... No, I didn't have a 4 to develop, right? Thinking if I could have taken Silver Duchy instead, that would have been 1 more point, but I have a 4 to develop, so it wasn't possible. They still don't have Academy, so they've got to take actions. There's like no way they can do anything if they don't. Even if they take, you know, end up with 7 actions or whatever, they may not be able to do a develop loop thing. And they played a Blessed Village, which is part of... I guess they do have the Envoy. And I guess they still have a couple of Blessed Villages in their deck. They can Mastermind develop, but there's no way they can get the points if they Mastermind develop. Well, you know, I was thinking I had to take a courtyard if I developed a 3, but I could have just taken an estate. That's probably what I actually should have done. I should have taken... Well, I had to take coins, though. So if I take, like, Cut Purse Estate, that's worse than Island Gold. But I would have had a 3rd Mastermind in play, but I was worried about immediately losing. So, yeah. Yeah, I guess the part of the problem was that Mastermind, like in what I was doing, Mastermind was like a kind of a dead card. If like, I don't know, if Mastermind was a cantrip, right, and then I would have had the loop because I could have played the Masterminds to keep drawing. But whatever. We're gonna triple develop? Can't see how that... would win. I'm gonna trash. I mean, you can take 3 into Blessed Village Courtyard, 4 into Mastermind, and maybe another developer, another or scheme. Silver. And the third play gets the last courtyard, I guess, island courtyard. How are you going to afford province off of that? I don't see it. I mean, maybe you can develop into a bunch of islands, but I doubt it. Like, without more draw? Yeah. I've got the majority of the courtyards anyway. They do have the envoy, but they're not going to get to triple it. Scheme isn't draw if it's not being masterminded. I don't know. Wish I could see their hand. This is like such a long, like, complex. Like, I don't blame them for taking their time. Like, right? Like, I did the same thing. It's a really complicated situation, but it's hard for me to say anything intelligent about it, you know, without seeing their hand. Courtyard Island. It doesn't make sense to take Courtyard. You're not winning. Mastermind Scheme, Mastermind Develop, Mastermind Silver. There goes. Okay. You need a lot of islands to catch me. I guess if you have 4s, you can trash them into duchies. Well, if I lose this game, it's certainly my own fault and nothing else. It was too hard for me to figure out whether I could actually do it or not. I'm still awfully skeptical that this is actually going to work for my opponent. Especially because they can't take a tie. Like, there's no way they have money in their hand and have draw, like... Can't even really develop into draw right now because you need to take points. Because you can't add draw by adding, like, using develop, not really. And you don't have, there's no way you have enough plus villages to develop into, I guess if you can develop into 2 duchies and buy an estate, you do have 2 coins. Developing into state would potentially also help a bit. Like, how many develops can you have? You took Team Courtyard, Mastermind Develop, Courtyard Blessed Village. So yeah, you don't have... When you're playing the Blessed Village, you need to develop that, right? Take a duchy? I mean, I guess there was no reason for my opponent not to go for it, because they know that I'm going to win if they don't. So they have to find another develop in addition to the one that they gained from the one in play. And then they also have to pair it with 2 4 costs realistically, which I don't know that they have, like, left even. There's 7 Blessed Villages in the trash. Yeah, so they have 1 other Blessed Village. Okay, Mastermind into Island sure. So you had to top deck those. Mastermind Island. Okay. If you drew the gold, you can buy a duchy. Shit. God damn it. It's a really frustrating game to lose. Like, I played the game correctly, well, relatively correctly anyway, all the way up right until the end. And then I went for it, and it turned out I couldn't do it. And I don't know, like, how long it would have taken me to reason out that I actually couldn't do it. Okay, so there's no trashing. And no draw. Fun. Silk Roads might actually be a thing here. I guess we're just opening double silvers. There's no, like, tunnel enabler, so... Yeah, this is just some sloggy money thing. Gross. I guess we'll take a Sacred Grove as a terminal. Or, like... Yeah. And we could, like, open Duchess and then trash it into an Animal Fair or something. I don't know if that's really worth... I mean, I guess it's about as good as... or better than buying a gold, but Sacred Grove gives us for sure plus buy, and Animal Fair only if there's a pile empty, which is going to take a while. So I think we just take another silver. Quartz? Must say I do not understand. How soon do we need to... How aggressive do we need to be about taking the aqueduct points? That is my question. We can take like a tunnel right now. But I guess it's not even worth as much as a province. Yeah, whatever. Alright, I guess I'll take a second Sacred Grove. And it could take a Bazaar. Sacred Grove's mostly going to be better, though. Okay, so they took the points. Alright, I guess I will take a Bazaar now. I don't want a third Sacred Grove. Their deck is a lot less built than mine is. I feel like I should advantage here. I wonder if I trash... If I get Flames Gift, I might actually keep Estate just because of Silk Road. But then again, just winning on provinces might be easier. I don't know. I could trash Copper. Okay, well that didn't happen, and I managed to draw my... You know... Okay, do we just take a province? Kind of early. Take Bazaar Silver, is that better than... It's probably better than gold, yeah. Good. Now we could take a third Sacred Grove, potentially. Wait, Robert, that's going to be so hard to line up. Yeah, one more of these. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. Ah. Can... Okay, we're definitely taking province at this point. We can't actually afford silver province, unfortunately. Why was there a port? Oh, animal fair. Well, now we have that choice. I think it's got to be the estate. Well, that's actually pretty good. I think I am losing this game. I don't know. That was a pretty nice stud. Or a wisp, okay. Still well behind on the aqueduct points, but we can draw. Nope. Son of a... I guess we probably need to take duchy at this point. We take the duchess. Two bazaars and 3 sacred groves. I don't think so. Okay. Probably don't take this because it might give them a point. Annoying, but yeah. That is what I was afraid of, for sure. Well, I could take a silver and then take duchy estate. And that would give me not as many points as province, but also just take tunnel. Take tunnel. I mean, that's more points than state. Or no, I guess it's the same. Take... I don't know. I mean, it could definitely be correct for me to take province here. I think I should take the aqueduct point while I can, because get it. I mean, they weren't a risk to get it right now, but What if I take Tunnel Silk Road? Is that any better? I have 2 estates, 1 duchy, 3 provinces. I have 6 green cards. So Silk Road is worth 2. Oh, frig! Oh god! I did not think of that they could do that. Oh god. Oh, I'm so dumb. I have 3 Sacred Groves. They have 1, which they have maybe never played before, but they got the Field's Gift. Cool. Oh god. Okay. So this could be like Duchy Silk Road. Tunnel. Probably better to take. If I discard 3 cards, I have 5 coins. I get a point from the aqueduct and I get a gold into my deck. Seems likely that I'm going to trigger a shuffle. On the other hand, if I don't do that, then I get to buy. Yeah, I think I probably do want the gold. I don't think I'm going to be able to avoid triggering the shuffle. I guess I should probably take a Duchess at this point. My deck is significantly more full of crud. Oh boy. Oh boy. Take the last duchy, we give that animal fair plus buy. Probably try to avoid that. Which means this is Silk Road Tunnel. What's going on? Okay, Silk Roads are worth 3 for me, so Need to pay attention to when they... Oh, frig, you actually lined those up? That's so unlikely. Oh, great. Still 3. Still 3. Why is my deck falling apart more than theirs? It's just ridiculous. You gotta be kidding me. That was terrible. I mean, I don't understand how that got so far away from me. I did make a couple of mistakes around the aqueduct points, but still. The fact that they hit province there at the end is just like, after lining up Grave Robber and Animal Fair, like, you have 2 Animal Fairs and 1 Grave Robber in a deck of like 40 cards or something. Like, come on. Alright, so... Don't have much trashing here either. We're gonna wish that we could open with Exploration, but can't. It's like, in theory, you can do a DTX thing with Artificer. Second card, alright, that's all the more reason to open with Jack. Like, you can do an Artificer library thing. Just with no trashing, it's really hard to line anything up. But it might still be the way to go. Yeah, see, that's what I want to do. And I really don't want an extra silver, but the alternative is either buy nothing, which feels pretty friggin' bad, buy Camel Train, which, I mean, I don't know. We might want one, but we don't want one now, I don't think. I guess I'm going to take a silver and be sad. Yeah, the 4-3 is just a much better open. Oh, great. Can't even buy Exploration. So, next turn, we could end up with a lot of money. Take the Camel Train, or do I take nothing? Certainly don't want to buy a silver. And like, we could We could end up hitting 6. Like, it wouldn't be that unlikely. The 2 silvers down there. Oh wait, there's not 2 silvers. There's 1 silver. Never mind. Yeah, we only hit 6 if we don't trash a state, which hopefully won't be the case. Or if we don't, I guess if we bottom deck both Jack and a state, then we hit 6. The point is that we might pick up an artisan at that point. And if that happens, I'm not going to be thrilled to have a camel train in my deck. This is just really frustrating. And if I don't 6, if I hit 4 or 5. I mean, if I hit 4, then it's all good to have taken a camel train. If I hit 5, probably going to want an artificer more so. Well, maybe I take the village anyway. So I think I'm going to take the camel train. I'm going to play for upside. Okay. So our Jack misses. That's bad. We could guarantee that collision isn't a problem if we take exploration here rather than a village. Might be correct. One has gotten to play Jack twice before I got to play it once. I mean, granted, they didn't open with a silver, so they were more likely to see it, but just like it's freaking terrible. So, could decide to play for upside here. Take an artificer, and I happen to see it with the Jack. Like, that goes pretty well. I think I'm going to do that. I don't know. And now we're going to not have an estate to trash. Okay, we do. Thank God. All right. I'll take another officer, I think. Here, I think we're gonna probably top deck a walled village. Although the labyrinth points, but we just don't have exploration to take advantage of not buying anything. What the hell can you do? What the hell can you do? At least the walled village now, if we don't find anything good, we know we'll have it lined up for the future. I hit 4 here. I think I'm just going to take exploration finally. It combines pretty well with the artificer potentially. Oh, why not bought a gold? Seems like an odd choice to me. And I guess if you're just playing a money deck, but if you're just playing a money deck, why do you want artisan? Get that. Okay, I think we just buy an artificer here. I mean an artisan. I knew what I meant. Here, I'm going to take my artificers back. I mean, I could use, like, a walled village, but... And because my jack bottom decked, I lost the labyrinth split. Frickin' crap. The hope here is that we can, like, do artisan for library stuff. Artificer for walled village. Real seal. Unexpected. Oh boy. This doesn't really help us very much to have to draw into a walled village if we don't have we could top deck a walled village here. Then we can't buy a province. Which we... Oh, God. And all my artificers on the top of my shuffle with none of my other stuff. We really need that walled village. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Use artificer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gain a walled village. Going to exile a walled village. Buy a walled village. Now we have plenty of villages, and hopefully we can do something. Probably not, but hopefully. Oh my god, what the heck? Well, guess we gotta get this estate out of the way. We should probably buy a library preemptively at this point. We get to top deck the walled village, that's good. Oof. Okay. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. You lined that up, and meanwhile, I have like 4 or 5 artificers in my deck, and jeez. Just, why not? Why not? Why did you have a, oh, camel train. I guess ideally, yeah, whatever. There's okay, right. So do we artisan for library? We top deck it. We could take another camel train, I guess. We certainly are going to take the library. The question is, do we want it artificer? I said artisan. Artificer for camel train. Again. I think. Sure. Then I think we skipped this one. I'll keep the jack. Oh, frig, you gotta be kidding me. Where are my artificers? Okay, that's better. But no other artificer, which I need to be able to do Walled Village. Okay, you know what? Forget it. We're just gonna use artificer, go 1, 2, 3, 4. Top deck a Walled Village by a province. Ways to go. Try to find another library or artisan or jack or whatever, but hopefully we can get there. I should have like the overall better deck right now, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Especially depending on when my opponent finds their capital. Capitals are probably related to our win condition, but what is up here? Part of the problem is I can't like artificer for library and then like play the library, you know, without playing another library first, because there's no hand size increasers other than library. So we gotta just plow through all the crap in our deck to be able to find a library or an artisan. Or I mean, jack doesn't really help with that problem because it only goes back up to 5. I guess it, you know, if we discard for Walled Village and then play jack, we at least get to cycle, but still need another artisan to be able to. Okay. So, not to mention we gain a silver, which we don't really want. Okay. Duchy, huh? Well, I think you probably were better off taking exploration there, but I don't know. Please, please. Thank you. Okay. So we could take... Well, we might as well play the walled village first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could camel train for another library and then take another library. I think I like. So we'll play this walled village too. Oh. No, I mean, how many libraries do I want? We could take another artisan too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd have to discard the camel train though. Interesting. I mean, we might need to start taking duchies as well, and/or capitals. What if we did just take an artisan and discard the camel train? I think I'd like that. 6. Camel train. Sure. We want to avoid triggering a shuffle here. I guess so long as we have... Oh, we've used all of our artisan or artificers. So we need... If we're going to do that, we need to get like library artisan. We could camel train another artificer. Camel train exiling artificer, top deck. We kind of need a capital too. The other option is we just start taking some duchies, but I don't know. We got a lot. We need to take provinces. We need our opponent not to just like hit a big province turn, I guess. A multi-province turn, which they probably won't, but they could with the capitals. So let's take another artificer, I think. No, well, grab another library. Up deck a copper. That artisan to gain artificer. Oh, I have made an error in calculation here. I don't have the ability to gain a walled village in front of this library like I had hoped to. All right, maybe I just play the library now. Then. I think I just posed myself for next turn though. I have like all, I just skipped my library. And I can draw off a couple cards, but yeah, I have like a camel train in there. I don't have any walled villages. Probably take so that I can have it top decked. Oh, I have a jack. Okay, well, that's not amazing, but yeah, I shouldn't have triggered that shuffle, I guess. I thought I was going to be able to get another walled village in play. Once again, I'm playing a deck that's too complicated for me to play correctly, I guess. I really don't want to play this jack because I don't want to add another silver. Draw the camel train. Probably take a capital. Like capital exploration. Oh, crap. Crap. They found a capital right there on top. Clearly not buy anything else. You can pay off debt and try to hit province again. Let's just pay off your debt and end your turn. Come on. Yeah. I should not have triggered that damn shuffle. Heck. Need them to dud next turn. I guess I really do hope that I draw that camel train. I don't really want it on top of my deck anyway, and I guess I could trash. If I find the camel train with my jack, which is a 50-50 chance, I could trash it. Maybe I should play the jack if I... Or I could play it. I mean, I would cycle a card either which way. Maybe I should play the jack. You're buying the state. Understand. Right, so... Play the jack or not to play the jack? I guess we play the jack. We could trash the camel train, or we could exile capital. Problem is we have to draw back up to it, but I think we have to play for the high roll here. I think we take another artificer. Okay. So many cards in the deck to get through, jeez. It's gonna be so hard to actually find those friggin' capitals. Oh no, you gotta be kidding me. You found your 2 capitals on top of your deck? Why? Why is this match like this? What the heck? You weren't even punished for taking the friggin' estate. Like, honestly. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, now you probably should take another estate, because... God. No, actually you shouldn't. Just unbelievable. It would have been so easy for them to miss province because of that extra 2 debt. I guess we just... We don't want to discard the artificers. Oh. See the problem. Don't want another camel train. On top of my deck. Awkward. Can't justify that. Okay, cool. We found more walled villages. Let's exile another capital and pray. We can make that work. Nope. You know, it is just not my day, I guess. So I'll take the capitals out of exile. But just can't find another library. Got 3 more of them down there. They had half VP. I get 7 duchies. Essentially not 9 times 3 is 27 points, so they're not quite at half VP, but they're getting there. I think let's see. Need that damn walled village. Okay, now we want to take capital, or we could just take a duchy. I mean, basically does the same thing. One, 3, 4, 5. Duchy. Guess we keep that. Take another. Take a. I guess we could just take duchy, top deck the library, buy duchy. And finding the frickin' capitals. We take capital by 2 duchies. And that doesn't even matter. Take the last artificer. But then, yeah. This game is just, I don't know. Or this whole match has just been unbelievably frustrating. If they get even a duchy here, I think they are at half VP. Probably. I don't know for sure. Maybe it was a mistake to even take the capitals. Like, before when there were still some provinces left, then it made sense to have the capitals, but now? Anyway, if I get 9 and 6 is 15, gets me to 38, 43. I need some estates. Yeah, they're very close to half VP, and they probably are at half VP if I take a duchy, I would guess. And they probably will be able to get a duchy. Well, they should just... just so annoyed with this. Like, I mean, my start was a lot worse. And then I shouldn't have triggered that one shuffle, obviously. And then on top of that, they managed to top deck 2 capitals, and in such a way that they could actually pay off the debt, even though they took a state, which they really shouldn't have done. Just all All bad. All bad. Where is trashing? Why do we not have trashing? All right. Well, I guess the question is this like a swashbuckler thing, or is this a DTX thing where we're discarding with hamlets and forums? I think either way it's open fisherman, but fishing village also synergizes. Falconer. Would like to get a falconer either which way, I guess. There's plenty of cheap stuff that we want. I think I'm just going to grab a fishing village here. And I mean, I don't know, maybe I should be trying harder to hit falconer, but I don't know. Take another fisherman. Let's say we should hit 5 here. Yeah. Another fisherman. Try to get some plus buy soon, I guess. So hamlet. The unfortunate I cannot see both fishing village and falconer this turn. Maybe I should have taken a gear already. I don't know. Still not exactly sure how I want to draw on this board. There's a lot of options. The thing is, Swashbuckler might still be the most powerful source of payload. We know they don't have their falconer, so we don't have to worry about that. This would be a good time to take either another fishing village or another gear. Take the fishing village. Okay. I think... Wait, what? Oh, during your turns, huh? Okay. I want to take... Draw card. Watchtower is not really that good right now. Because we're going to have... maybe gear. I guess if we're going to buy another falconer, which I think I am, we don't need this copper. And that was predictable. I could have set aside 2 coppers. Oh well. Okay. We're gonna do Swashbuckler. This would probably be the time to take it. I think that's what I am gonna do. Watchtower draw is gonna be a little too hard. Hamlet also enables Swashbuckler. Of course, we need to get one first. What is taking so long? Alright, I think this is Forum Hamlet. And it could be Fisherman Forum. How? Yeah, maybe that's better. Oh no, wait, we can't do Fisherman Forum. Yeah, okay, Forum Hamlet. Oh my gosh. Well, there's nothing we want to buy at 4, that's for sure. So I think we're going to take Gear Hamlet. Damn it. Maybe I should have set aside the Falconer, actually. But probably not. Okay, this is good if we get to react here. If we don't, then we're sad. Well, I mean, we might draw into Fishing Village or Hamlet, but I really want to pick up a Hamlet here. React, pick up a Hamlet. Thank God. Okay. Oh, actually, wait. All right. I want a Fishing Village because we're gonna the Falconer's gonna be in our discard pile anyway. Okay. Okay. Maybe play the gear first. Well, what do we want a Falconer for is the question. Yeah, let's play the gear first. Maybe we don't set anything aside because we have Forum now. Well, we only have to discard 2 cards. Yeah, let's decide copper. Okay. I think we want to well, certainly want to discard for action. Do we want to discard for buy as well? That's the question. I think so. Let's take another gear, I think. It is a little bit of a risk that... Oh, okay, they didn't get to. So now, do we want to just take a province? Or do we want to keep building a bit? Piles aren't super low. Like, we could take another Swashbuckler. We know that a fishing village is a safe pickup, so I think I like... How many of those did we... We did have +1 action. Oh, right, because of the... No, I don't know. Whatever. Take... Take Swashbuckler Fishing Village. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's correct to keep building there or not, but... I want to be able to generate the coffers. And potentially get the golds. We get to react here. I guess I'll probably just take another gear. Does our opponent have any hamlets? I don't know that they do. I mean, they can falconer for some hamlets, but... Whoa! That's quite a shuffle trigger. I mean, I guess I do have Fishing Village in play. If they don't take the last of the fishermen, and if I don't react, then I'll just take fisherman with my falconer. But I don't know how likely that is. Use me. I mean, actually, in theory, we can take fishermen with both falconers, provided we draw them before we have to discard anything with Hamlet. I don't know if that's going to happen, but... Oh. I mean, maybe I would rather have the fisherman anyway. And no, probably not. Come on. They do have a hamlet. Okay. Wasn't sure. The piles are kind of low. Not so low that anybody is really threatening to pile out or anything, but you need to keep an eye on that. I mean, at this point, I probably mostly want to buy provinces and forums, if anything, so... Oh, I guess they had the draw to... Oh, I mean, 3 forums. Well, maybe that... Well, that was... No, yeah, one of the forums was before the shuffle trigger. Okay. Now you have another falconer, so play it. Really? That seems quite bad. I mean, I guess it means you get to buy a fisherman, but I don't think it's worth it. Also means I can... Well, I don't know that I'm going to be taking anything that triggers Falconer. I mean, there's a lot of cards that trigger Falconer, granted. I'm be pretty confident they're not going to have a Falconer on top. Oh my god, please. Please, 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 please. Wow, okay. I guess we'll put the forum first. Do we want to try... If we could play Hamlet and discard, like, Hamlets and discard, well, net 2 cards. Gear, set aside 2 cards. So that's a net series of 4 cards against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and the fishing village. Just play the gear first. It's copper. I'm guaranteed to see my other swashbuckler. I don't think I need the action. I might want the buy, though. Let's do that. I want to play the gear first. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Like, setting up the swashbuckler, this second swashbuckler is going to be a challenge. By challenge, I mean impossible unless I take another gear. No, then that still doesn't work. We can Falconer for another hamlet, though. Rather not. Let's set aside some more copper. I wanted to take that fisherman, but whatever. Let's just take a hamlet. Oh, I didn't think about the fact now I still can't take the dang... I take a fishing village? Played 3 this turn? We discard for buy. We can definitely get that last fisherman. Okay, we should... Oh, I don't have the actions. 7, 8, 9. Oh, and I can't trigger the shuffle to take the fisherman. I just can't do anything right here. 9, 12. I mean, like I could take another forum if I take like a silver. I did this all wrong. I did this all wrong. Wrong. I guess I could react to Falconer buying something, but that doesn't really help. Do I want a silver? If it gets me a forum, I guess I probably do. Two coffers. It's unfortunate because it means we can't get the treasure chest, but maybe we don't care about the treasure chest. We could take another swashbuckler. We have a lot of fishing villages in play. Yeah, let's take another swashbuckler, not a forum. And then now I'm wondering whether I should have... Well, no, because I couldn't have afforded the swashbuckler if I didn't take the silver. But yeah, I could if I had taken... I was thinking about taking Slay and then using that to top deck, but I didn't have the option. I am potentially going to run into some action issues next turn when I only have one fishing village in play, but hopefully we can make do with hamlets and such. I wonder if GrassWonder will lower it. Any of the piles. Getting to the point where we might be able to take advantage of that if they do. Like, I could definitely afford to buy, like if they take 2 cards from those piles, I could almost certainly empty Falconer for a couple of them and buy the rest and buy a little bit of green. I doubt they're going to be able to, like, double province. Silver. That watchtower sure isn't going to do anything for them right now unless they have more discard. Play other fishing villages. I mean, it can top deck stuff, that's something. It's actually surprising that they were able to even kick off this turn. They did put 3 cards in hand. Maybe they put some good stuff in hand, but maybe they just got lucky top decking a Forum, because they had 3 junks on top. Okay, by province, duchy. So that makes sense. So really wish I could have started with the Falconer and gained the Fisherman. All right, let's just go ahead and do that. So we already have 12, 13, 14. We can double province already. We risk taking a fishing village. How big of a risk is it? I don't know. I think I would rather play here. If we set anything aside, it sure is helpful to set stuff aside. If we set aside 2 coppers, we're not hurting ourselves that much. Didn't find our 3rd swashbuckler yet, so once again, we're going to have that problem. We don't get the coffer. We can gain the Fisherman if we play the swashbuckler first, though. The question is, do we want a coffer and the treasure chest, or do we want the Fisherman? I think I want the Fisherman more. Although, maybe I should take a fishing village. Well, I have another Falconer down here. Well, potentially, I play Hamlet. Play Hamlet. Discard. Just, am I going to be able? How much have I discarded so far, though? 2 cards. 4 cards. So then I would have play Hamlet twice. There's 3 cards. I discard 1 card. I play the swashbuckler, and I draw all of them except for that last one. Unless, yeah. So I would need to gain the Fisherman first. Doesn't really work, does it? I think I do want the treasure chest. Probably just don't take the Fisherman. Discard for action here, but not buy. discard for action and for buy, and then maybe take another hamlet, or... I mean, we take Fishing Village, then we get another action. Maybe we just discard for buy. Alternatively, if we take gear, we could actually draw everything up and gain that Fisherman and then not be able to play it, which, so like, who cares? Yeah, never mind, that's not a good idea. Okay. I think I will take the gear. I could also take a sleigh. It's 14. You kind of want Fishing Village. Oh, right. Reactions. Huzzah. Let's actually take sleigh, I think. Get some horsies. I have one. I take fishing, I take another one. There's 4 of these left. No, not really. Fisherman's too expensive and all that. Do we take Hamlet here? Double Province Hamlet. Double Province. Take Double Province Estate, honestly. What? We're definitely taking Double Province. It's going to put us up by all of 3 VP. I don't really think my opponent can get Fisherman, a Fishing Village, 3 gears, a duchy, and an estate. Can they? 9 coins. They're going to have a really hard time gaining the Fisherman. Yeah, I think I'd probably better take the estate. Oh, I'm up by 10 points, not... Why did I think that I wouldn't... I just can't math. Just cannot math. I also wasn't accounting for the fact that they only have... You know, I totally shouldn't have taken that estate. I should have taken a Hamlet. They don't have the ability to catch me and win from this position. Even if I was only up by 9. It's a mistake. The flip side is I made it harder for them to tie me, which means I could potentially focus on just piling. Potentially. I did get a second Fishing Village into play, so that'll... But yeah, no, I should have taken another Hamlet. This card's a silver for buy. You must have to be trying to set up the Watchtower. Although, I think if they trigger the shuffle with Watchtower right now, it's going to be pretty gross for them. They've discarded 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards, of which they would draw 3. Probably have a dud and a half coming up. Guess we'll find out. I mean, they can take another Watchtower off of Falconer. Like take Hamlet Watchtower maybe. Discard twice with Hamlet. Play Falconer, gain Hamlet. Discard twice. Play Falconer, gain Watchtower. I might actually be overdoing it. I don't know. I mean, I didn't know they had another Hamlet there already. This better not be playing the Hamlet. Okay. Yeah, Falconer for Watchtower. You can double Province. You can get to play your other Falconer, and you still have 4 cards on top of your deck. One of which may well be the Falconer. I wonder if I can triple. Well, having my Swashbuckler not be active isn't going to help, I can tell you that. I got 2 of them active. I guess we might as well just go ahead and go action buy since we've got the crap in hand anyway. Okay. The situation is we have 2 buys. We could get to 3 with the Hamlet. 8, 10, 18, 19, 20, 21. So Falconer potentially gets us to 23. We draw 1 more coin, we can discard Slave for buy and triple Province. If we don't, we're still a buy short of piling. Well, we'd need a Duchy too, so we really just need this to draw either a coin or another draw card. Okay. So now we probably need a Falconer for gear. Discard for buy. I wonder if I should discard the Slay too. $10, 18, 19, 20, 21. Just in case. And it's possible we don't even have enough coins in our deck. Here's silver and a gear. I think we don't. Oh, we have another falconer. Okay. I guess we can set aside the hamlet for what that's worth. Okay, we didn't fuck it up this time. Took way too long. Ugh, this match is marathon. Okay. This is... Oh, wow. Count or Butcher? The draw is activated cities or embassy, which is to say there's not a lot of draw. Getting thin with Count is appealing. Cities are going to be hard to activate, I think. I think it's got to be Count. I mean, Count is, I don't know. It's like Butcher is definitely the better card, but we can get off a couple trashes with Count. Like, we don't need to be completely clean, but we can like trash twice. Grave Robber may well be part of the payload here as well. Cool. Well, we're going to take a silver here because we don't have a village. And improve... I don't know. It's not doing very much for me right now anyway. Improving fours is definitely like going to be a thing. So we are going to want to get one, but right now I just want to be able to hit 5 once I've done some trashes with the counter, possibly even like lucky, like on the alternate turn. And I guess without plus buy, like if we can just buy the 5s, that's just as good. So maybe we don't actually ever improve. I don't know. Great. Missed both of the other estates. God, why? Ugh. Okay, maybe... Is it possible that we shouldn't trash our hand here? So we should just discard 2 coppers, take coins, and buy a butcher or a city. It'd probably be butcher, right? Like city isn't actually doing anything right now. Yeah, I think that's actually what I'm going to do. I think if we trash copper here, we have state to state copper, silver, another copper. Like we'd have a 6-card deck. We'd top deck the. We'd have to top deck the. I think we just take butcher. No, crap. Seriously, don't see either one of them. I mean, I guess there was only a 40% chance that we would, but ugh, annoying. Actually, improve. Huh. Okay. Do we want? I should have been thinking harder about this. Do we want Miller? Do we want Secret Passage, or do we want? I mean, Secret Passage potentially lets us decollide our terminals. I think I'll take the Secret Passage. I'm going to top deck the Butcher and then take a city. Okay, cool. We'll probably play Secret Passage first. So we can... Well... Right now... The count is just with a bunch of crap anyway. Play the Secret Passage. We bottom deck a copper. We can potentially trash more copper with count. Now that we've... Or... Or I should have butchered the Secret Passage. Why didn't I just do that? Because I wanted to trash the estate. You know, I kind of want another city more than I want to take. Like, yeah, maybe we'll take an improve. All right, we top deck the silver, we trash. And then we're like reasonably thin. Forgot the silver was down here. That might have changed my calculus a little bit. Although if I'd managed to draw the silver, then I could have bought another city, and that would have been better. What can you do? That would have been the ideal thing to draw, is draw the silver. Be able to stick the their crap with the count. Although I guess I would have had to gain a copper anyways, but I would have been able to buy a city. That was the relevant point. Anyway, we probably actually want another butcher now, as well as another city. We'd also look at taking a grave robber. Just an improve in the trash right now, but Maybe we should probably be looking to improve the secret passage rather than butcher it. Butcher the silver. But yeah, I think I also want a grave robber. I don't know. This is complicated. Also think about embassy, I guess. Although embassy is like such bad draw. Maybe it doesn't even make sense. Just one of the things. Is that too much to ask for? Probably. Farmer's market. Weird. Okay, I don't really want to play the count this turn, I don't think. I want to do play the improve. I'm gonna butcher. We're gonna improve secret passage to city. We're gonna butcher. Butcher silver to grave robber. Find another secret passage. Maybe I should have just butchered the count. I probably should have. Well, I can do it this turn. I guess there's also a world where we play like a couple cities, we play Butcher, Grave Robber, we've emptied out most of our hand, and we let Count trash a couple of coppers. Maybe. Anyway, I think I'm just going to focus down cities now. Would be good to get another Butcher, another Grave Robber, but we can only play so many of them per turn anyway without draw. And if we take 2 cities a turn, the pile will empty, and then we will have draw. At which point we can take payload cards. Actually, it can be 3 cities per turn, really, with the improve. 4 if we can buy one. We could potentially get a lot of cities at once. That's the point. I don't know if any of that is actually practical. I mean, we probably won't have the money, but to buy one. And I don't think we're actually going to be able to grave rob and butcher into one. We're probably going to be more like grave robbing a secret passage back. But the point is that we're going to be able to gain cities relatively rapidly. Just as soon as our opponent decides what to buy. Could happen anytime now. giant? Seems quite bad. Okay, we can play 3 of these 4 actions. Let's butcher the count into a city. We can gain the count back later. I think. Oh, we can buy a city too. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna butcher count, gain city, improve. We're gonna top deck secret passage or whatever. I don't know words. I don't know that we can expect to be able to get 3 cities again this turn. If we do, sure be good. We have 5, they have 2. We'd even consider butchering city into city potentially. And if we do get there, we can always improve secret passage into another butcher to increase our payload. Okay, they took another city. Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna just activate my cities as quickly as possible, hopefully. We grave rob, improve into city. I guess we have to play this city first anyway. If we grave rob the improve, we immediately draw. We don't get to improve play the improve, which I feel like is pretty valuable. I'd rather do it with a secret passage. I'm gonna play another city and damn it. Ah! God! Okay, we could butcher the improve and then grave rob the improve back. Okay, we're gonna buy another secret passage. We're gonna trash secret passage, gain a butcher. Although maybe grave robber is actually better. Unclear. We can butcher into grave robber. We can grave robber into butcher. I'm gonna go with butcher just because it's a better card in general, but I'm really not sure. It is unfortunate they managed to get 2 cities because instead of winning the split like 7-3 or something, I only won it 6-4. But what can you do? I guess they could actually get off a giant attack on me here by gaining playing with butcher. Oh well, they just maybe they don't actually have any secret passages to do that with. I'm not sure how many I have. Anyway, I probably should have just trashed the improve last turn. I don't think it was worth keeping around because I could have done gain and play with my own butcher. Oh well. a mill. Seems unlikely to have been correct. Like, take the coins there in lieu of doing something with Grave Robber? I don't know. Guess you can take a secret passage onto your deck, but it's not very exciting. Groove onto your deck? That seems like madness. There's a very real chance my opponent fails to draw next turn. Okay, so we want to butcher probably secret passage into another Grave Robber. What's in the trash? Three secret passages, 2 counts. Right, so we could Grave Robber, butcher into province. I'm also wondering if we want to take a farmer's market now that it's pretty juicy. Butcher copper into farmer's market. Well, let's... Butcher... Oh, we gotta do this in the other order, I think. But then... maybe we actually take the points in next turn instead. I want to top deck a city, ideally. All right, let's Grave Robber, gain a province. Oh, but we need to. We can't. We want to play the butcher too. So we do this. Get the butcher back out. Do this. And then what are we doing with this butcher? We could trash province into province. Would be nice to get these coppers out of here. We could take a farmer's market. Not really excited about that though. We butcher province into province and buy province. I honestly think that's pretty good. Secret passage. We make that an embassy. I mean, it is kind of just better than secret passage. I don't think we can realistically play with like another butcher or grave robber. And we can potentially butcher province into province, province into province again this turn. Oh, well, okay. So much for the embassy. At least I didn't get a curse. That would have been annoying to deal with. Yes, he didn't draw. I wonder if they're going to take my embassy. The grave robber. Another giant? Oh, they did have another secret passage. Okay, so they're at least closer to drawing. Still a couple cards short. And they're making it worse, adding another. Yeah, if I can butcher province into province twice. There's 3 provinces left. And I don't even need to redraw the province because I have 2 provinces. And then if I can grave robber 5 cost, even if it's just the other grave robber into province and buy a province, like how does my opponent come back from that? I have like 4 provinces at that point. And they have probably none because like if they take 1 province, then that just wins. Oh my god. Okay, well, now we know what we're trying to do. They're gonna buy a province? That makes it even easier. Yep, okay. Cool. This should be very easy. Is this already guaranteed? Butcher, no, we need to still, no. Through Copper City, that's pretty bad. Frig. Really? Like 1 coin short? What? Come on! My deck is... Oh, God. Crap. Now I could actually lose. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Where's my... Oh, my embassy got trashed. Why didn't I grave rob the embassy? Oh my god. I completely forgot it was down there. But, you know, if I draw the other butcher... Okay. So what happens if I take no provinces? Oh my God, I can't believe this. I should have grave robbed the freaking embassy. I just didn't even think that there was a serious risk that I'd be short. Butcher province into province. A grave robber into province. I have 18. No, there's just two. Damn it! Okay, we gotta take no provinces. I think that's the only way. If we take, yeah, we just gotta take some duchies. Oh, this is so fucked. Butcher the improve into a duchy, or we can just buy a duchy. I guess getting the improve out of our deck is probably better than not. Or we can grave rob, improve into duchy. Or we could take the secret passage. Maybe that's better. We could also take a mill off the improve. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose this game, and I'm gonna be... It's gonna be my own fault, and I'm gonna be really... Just... I've blown so many games in this match. I just cannot believe it. Maybe just the... I don't know. Certainly the first game I blew. I mean, it's possible that my opponent just like can't get there because their deck is full of giants and such nonsense, but I don't know. I mean, if they play the market square and can like buy double province. Ugh. I mean, hopefully they just don't see any more cities and then they're in trouble. Well, fuck. Okay, if we take a province, we're at 22. We take 2 duchies. We're 28. We need province and 3 duchies-ish. Okay, here we go. So we can butcher like a secret passage into a province, although it probably would make more sense to butcher it into a duchy. Okay, do we just discard copper? Are we going to need the copper? I can't really tell. Butcher secret passage into duchy. We grave rob. Butcher grave robber into duchy. Or maybe we grave rob into province and buy the duchy. 9 points to 25. 6 points to 31. Oh, we've got the mill. We can butcher the mill too. It's gotta be copper. So I mean, I guess there's no reason not to play this other city. It's not like we're going to empty a pile and double activate city. Maybe we'll end up wanting the mill coins. We can butcher the city, which aren't so, or grave rob the city. Grave robber city into province. Grave robber city into duchy. Butcher secret passage into duchy. And that's already it, right? 15 points. Yes. Grave robber, butcher, butcher. 4 gains. Okay. Ugh. That feeling when winning is still tilting. Jeez. Last one. 3 hours in. Jeez Louise. Okay. So the trashing is... oh boy. Oh boy. Bandit Fort? I don't like that. Displacing Moneylender. Alright, well... I think we're gonna go experiment Moneylender. Like, maybe I would go Silver Moneylender normally, but... with Bandit Fort, I just want to avoid it, and experiment's good enough that I think I can. There are no villages, so that's going to be awkward. We can displace the Moneylender, you know, we can displace Old Witch, whatever, so like in that sense it's not the end of the world to take multiple terminals, but it's still going to be awkward. Ultimately, we want to do a thing with like Groundskeepers and displaces the terminal, but we are going to have to play with Old Witch because a curse, you know, because curses are strong and stuff. There's no way. I mean, is there any way? Like, because the curses do get trashed over time. Is there like any way you could just go straight for displace? I really don't think so. I mean, well, maybe. All right, let me think about this. Another thing we could do is demand an island. It would guarantee that we get to put it away. Displacing estates and displacing estates into experiments is good. So no, I cannot believe. I just can't believe that it's correct to skip Old Witch. Can't believe it. It's inconceivable. Okay, I guess we actually want Old Witch to miss our shuffle here. Like, we want to have it as the 6th card there so that we can play the Moneylender. I mean, that won't happen, but I mean, it's going to miss the shuffle either way, right? So better that it's the bottom card. And then we get to play the Moneylender. Probably take an Artificer as the next 5. until we're closer to done with the moneylender or the old witch. This would be a lot more pleasant with... nope. No dice. It's actually possible that what we should do is trash a copper and buy experiment, now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. We are going to have to pay attention to having enough money to buy this place. Although if we buy some artificers, that'll help. Old Witch is going to miss the shuffle anyway, so I guess I play this experiment because I don't want to buy a 4. Let's get an artificer. As long as we have... one copper in the deck, plus 1 artificer in our moneylender. Well, 2 coppers, but for trashing, we can still hit 5. Obviously, we're going to try to get more artificers. Take another experiment, I think. Bandit Fort definitely does make Old Witch worse, because like we could have bought some silvers and spread out our terminals, but with the Bandit Fort, it's like, there's no way to do that. Groundskeeper already? Interesting. My artificer. There it is. We could actually top deck an experiment. Like, there's no harm in it. We'll probably do it again this turn, too. Gold. Gold is bold. I mean, it is a way to get provinces off of displace, but I think I don't want to like top deck the experiment now. I want to top deck it later. So I'm gonna. Oh. Well. That was unexpected. We might actually get to the point where we can just buy provinces off of Artificer and skip the whole displace thing. That would be kind of weird, but it's a real possibility. Let's just do it this way. They trash any curses? No. Excellent. Yeah, it might be time. Well, I don't know. This is not really what I thought I was going to be doing. Maybe I should be taking groundskeepers at this point. Thing is, if I don't keep taking experiments with the artificers, I like probably fail to draw because like artificer's not increasing my hand size. We still haven't gotten a curse trashed. That's kind of remarkable. I guess if you keep top decking experiments, that does make it less likely that you can do that. Hmm. 4, 5. Nah. I think I'll take. Yeah, let's just take the artificer. Okay, all the artificers are gone. Now we take groundskeepers, I guess. We also don't have any experiments, I think, but we can gain experiment mid-turn here. This is really not the way I thought this was going to be played out at all. It's slow to curse, but they haven't like gotten to trash any of the curses, so it works out pretty well. And like, there's a potential pile out thing. I mean, it's another 5 turns of playing Old Witch, granted, but can I possibly draw enough to like pile the experiments without playing the experiments such that I don't pile the experiments? Probably not, but I don't really know. Should I take a province? I guess I should probably take a province. I honestly have no idea how many coppers I have left. The interesting thing is that my opponent couldn't have been trashing coppers on the turns they were playing displays, so I would guess I've played Moneylender about 4 times, but cards a copper. Copper draws copper. I mean, I saw it. Yeah, I probably have 2 or 3. Well, you know, I must only have 2 because I saw 3 coppers. I trashed a copper. I drew through my shuffle, and I don't see more coppers now. So I guess I'll. Should I gain some more experiments? Yeah. Oh. Well, that wasn't ideal. They finally got a trash off. All right, let's grab a groundskeeper. I don't really need to top deck experiment here. I might prefer to top deck like groundskeeper. Um, Maybe that was a mistake. It's not like I'm hitting 8 here, but they did trash another curse. 2 curses in the trash. 5 curses in their deck. You gonna buy an estate or you gonna buy a Pearl Diver? Okay. Let's go 1, 2, 3 and get some experiments. Pretty soon here, we're actually going to buy a province with these groundskeepers in play. Pretty soon. Just need stuff to line up a little bit better. Because it's possible that I actually can't... Like, how many artificers do I have? I don't necessarily need it to be province. It could be duchy, island, or estate. Did they trash a curse that turn? Yeah. Okay, so we're not making progress here except for lowering piles. But that's okay, I think. Gold? You lose points for that. It's kind of bad. Uh. We're so close to being able to pile out right now. Like, so close. I demand an island instead of buying a duchy. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, I think I will. Because I might end up playing the island instead of whatever. I could also island the moneylender. Might be good at this point. Yeah, if we had found the old witch there, we could have just bought the last curse and ended the game. As it turns out. And now all the experiments are going to go back, and that's not going to happen, but... I really didn't expect skipping displace to be the way here, but it seems to be working out for me. Okay, we're down in points, so we're unlikely to be able to end the game. It's possible, though. So, like... No, I played too many experiments. Whatever. Let's just... We want to use Artificer to gain another Groundskeeper. 1, 2, 3, 4... not yet. We need more garbage in our hand. Okay, this will do, I think. We're going to use Artificer to discard Old Witch, Moneylender, Copper, State, State. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gain a Groundskeeper, draw it. We're going to island the province. That's the upshot of this. And then we're going to probably demand another island. We aren't going to be able to gain more experiments. That's a little unfortunate, but... Maybe I should just hang on to this one. I don't know if I have another Artificer down there. I can't have too many stop cards down there, right? But I have more Groundskeepers. So maybe I should play the experiment so I can get the Groundskeepers into play. Oh! I do have another Artificer. But I want to play this island. Oh, damn it, I don't want to trigger this shuffle. Alright, forget. We'll just island the province, not play this Groundskeeper. Buy a province. Should be pretty hard for our opponent to recover from that. I guess we should also be looking at like a thing where we just keep like discarding for estates, although we would need some experiments in our deck for that to work. We don't currently have. Why did Pearl Diver even... I guess you look at the card as in like you acknowledge, yes, this is the card. Surely you just exile it into a duchy. Like exiling it into another gold is just suicide. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and grab some experiments, I think. Although, yeah. Let's and grab some more experiments now. Do we take a duchy or do we demand an island? We have 4 groundskeepers in place. I'm going to demand the island. I wonder if I could possibly double province here. Seems unlikely, but who knows? I mean, if I can play enough artificers... Well, I probably don't have the hand size increasers to take a province, actually. I mean, I could... Yeah, gaining and playing experiments isn't going to help there, so... Yeah. Oh, I have another experiment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I could do it, actually, if I can find enough artificers to generate 8 coins, which I probably don't have, so probably actually not, but... Still, so we might as well try. Oh! Another experiment. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. I'm wondering if I would have enough to hit Moneylender as well, which would do it. I mean, the other thing I could do is just take another Groundskeeper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or something. I don't know that I need to do that particularly. I know I don't have any more experiments, and I know I don't have any more horses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it would take all of... Yeah, I don't... What are those other 5 cards? Like, I have 2 more estates, more groundskeepers. Now let's just take the groundskeeper, I guess. I mean, I could take an extra green card, but I don't think I need to. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, I did... No. 1 short. I have 7 artificers. I mean, province should be safe for me at this point, but why risk it? Oh, okay. I feel like this is really like a resignable situation for my opponent. Yeah. Probably just top deck experiment here towards the end of our turn. Yeah. Although we could buy a province and there's like no way they're coming back from that. And we just discard the island, I guess. Okay, so all we got to do is take the last province. You're gonna, yeah, okay. Okay, in the end, we managed to split this freaking match. Oh my god. We sped up a little bit there near the end, but that was like some of those games and turns were just interminable. I definitely should have won this match. Like, and I don't mean that, you know, as a criticism of my opponent's play. I just 100% should have won that first game. Like it was completely within my capability to win. And I, you know, tried to do this develop loop thing and turned out I couldn't actually do it and threw it away. Yeah, so that was really unfortunate. A piece of information, by the way, is that technically the league recommends that in the case of a tie, that the person who did not host the game or the table report. I don't actually care, and like they may not know that, and it's whatever. But it just something of note that I think it's in the FAQ. I should know. It's my responsibility, but I haven't finished going over the FAQ since I took over as the rules chair. Anyway, so yeah, like that first game, I think if I had not tried like to pile, then there was no way that my opponent was going to be able to pile. And if I had just taken, like I could have just bought a province, taken one more mastermind, and then fine. Like and well set up for the next turn, probably could have piled out at that point. you know, or done the island thing. Game 2, I actually don't remember. Let's see. So, oh yeah, that one. I don't know. I don't believe in what GrassWonder did there. But I can't claim that that was like a game where I just like should have won in the same sense that I should have won the first game, because I absolutely should have won the first game. The third game, I don't know. That was the one that felt like the most like just like bad luck. Like, I mean, the open was terrible for me, and then like I just like couldn't get stuff lined up, and then near the end of the game they had, you know, surprisingly good draws. Then I almost blew game 5. Wow, yeah, in some ways it's like distressing that I wasn't able to win this match, and in some ways it's I'm fortunate that I didn't lose it, because I, like, you know, you can look at it as, no, I blew this game, I should have won it, and you can look at it as like I made mistakes, and making mistakes is how you lose games, or at least a way to lose games. And I made other mistakes that I didn't end up getting punished for, specifically in game 5. But yeah, I'm not actually sure about this last game. That was interesting. Like, I'm not actually sure the displace. I think I do think in retrospect the displace was not actually great. But I'm also not sure if the Old Witch was actually good. I mean, it was like they didn't manage to trash curses for a long time, and I'm sure that hurt them badly. And like, I don't know how unlucky they had to get. They did take a bunch of like kind of like they took a bunch of Pearl Divers, for example. And Pearl Diver makes it less likely that you have a curse in your starting hand that you can trash. So like in that respect, that's like that may have been a mistake on their part. I don't know what they were. I don't know if they were buying the Pearl Divers or displacing into them. I wasn't paying that close of attention, but like the normally Artificer spam like on a board that doesn't have much draw. I mean, there was Experiment, right, and so I could increase my hand size that way. But for the most part, like, you know, there wasn't much draw. Normally spamming Artificers like that is not very cost effective, because it's, you know, like pretty expensive for a peddler, and you can't gain like that strong of cards and then especially like play them if you can't increase your hand size. But I guess Experiment was good enough, and then like the way that the board, the limitations on the board made that like good enough. But yeah, like I can't imagine that you skip Moneylender there, right? Like, skipping Moneylender seems worse actually than skipping Old Witch, because like the coppers are already in your deck versus the curses that aren't, and you can do the reaction trash on the curses, but the coppers, like, you can't. And you don't want to displace copper, because then you're just getting like Pearl Diver or something that's slow and kind of crap. So yeah, I don't know. That was a very like strange board. Like, I think if you didn't have Bandit Fort, like, you would end up, you'd buy some silvers, you'd spread out the Old Witch and the Moneylender, you would you know, end up being able to play them both in shuffles like a fair amount of the time, and things would look pretty different. You maybe wouldn't do the Artificer stuff, and you would get a displace, and like you'd have less deck control, but you'd overall go faster. Like, I mean, that took 21 turns and they resigned. I mean, I would have finished that turn, but yeah, I mean, it's like I don't know. That was just very, very unusual, I think. Anyway, enough blabbering. Thanks for watching, and I will be back, at some point. I don't actually know when. I don't have another match scheduled, but I've only got 1 and a bit matches to go, and we got a couple weeks left. So, sometime. So, until then.